All right. Oh, there we go. Everything looking all right. All right. So, I did get around to fixing up the chat box issue a bit. So one, I should be getting alerts from YouTube, which I just realized I did not check the audio levels on. So I should probably... Oh wait, no, never mind. I did do that. I matched it to the Twitch alerts. Never mind. But you can probably tell by the little box in the corner. I've adjusted the chat box stuff. I probably should look into getting an actual overlay one of these days, just to make that a lot easier. I've just never really bothered with that because I have nothing else to put on the overlay. It's the chat box and that's it. What else am I gonna put? I mean, channel's not really big enough, and I'm never been a huge fan of the whole idea of like the follower subscription donation blah 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 stuff. It would just be empty boxes for the most part anyway. And then I obviously don't have any affiliations or partnerships, so I have nothing like that to put anywhere. So it would kind of just be a chat box, and that's it. So I've never really put much thought into it, but it would probably make it a lot easier. Anywho, I'll think about it. Meanwhile, I have something else to think about. Because in our first video here, you might see there are 2 clips labeled as number 5. That is because this is the clip I got from Twitch, and this is an extended version of that clip, because this one reached the like the 30-second mark, and then this one I grabbed it myself, and it covers basically the whole thing that this one covered. The idea is that this one didn't quite cover a lot of context and felt confusing, which I've run into in the past, and I thought, would it be a big deal if I went and I grabbed the whole thing, but still put the name of the original clipper to it? It includes the name. The name of the clip is the same that they had, and it has their name. So everything's like that is the same, it just extends what is there. So I am going to put that to Twitter and see if people have an opinion one way or the other. I won't do it for a lot of clips, just if I really feel like this clip could do with some context or a bit of an extension. For example, if it has something cut off at either the beginning or the end a little awkwardly, I can just extend that a little, just go in and grab my own clip and just kind of make sure I get all of the stuff that's needed to be in there. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if people have a strong opinion one way or the other, and then we'll go from there. But for the sake of this stream, we're just going to edit both of them, and then go from there. If we delete one, then we'll delete one of them, whichever one, later on. I have until next Tuesday, so we're not, or at least next Monday at the latest, for uploading it to YouTube. So it's not a big, like, we need to get this figured out now type of deal, but just a thought I had. Anyway. Why did I do that? Got an email from Steam last night. Windrose has entered early access. I am excited for that. I really enjoyed the demo. I don't know if I'll get Windrose this month, since I've got a few bills and whatnot to take care of in April. But I moved that a little too far. It's not like I don't have the money, it's just like I try not to spend extra money on months where I have financial responsibilities in case anything happens. You never know. Life has a way of throwing things at you randomly. I am gonna try to be a bit quick on this one because, due to unforeseen circumstances, I might not be able to stream as long as I would like to. Not that I stream for very long as it is, but you know. I do a lot of video editing, which means I'm at the computer for long periods of time. So knowing that I'm getting older and that I spend a lot of time sitting in a chair at the computer, I wanted to avoid having any issues as much as possible that can usually come with such things. So I got I've got the chair, my chair with, it's supposed to have like a back support thing on it, as well as a neck support thing, I got a cushion that's supposed to help with that kind of stuff. Except for it kind of did the opposite. I don't want to blame the cushion alone, because there could be other factors that were involved in it. For instance, the part of the chair that's supposed to be for back support. Hold on. Oh, excuse me. I sneezed right into the mic. I could not hold that one. It came suddenly. Holy crap. I usually try to either mute the mic or sneeze away from the mic, but that one came out of nowhere. Like a truck. Holy. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Probably loud. Anyway. There are probably other factors involved. But long story short, I bruised some stuff and I need to spend less time sitting down to try to help it figure itself out. And I am pretty sure the cushion was involved, because when I removed the cushion, it helped the situation noticeably. So the very device I bought to avoid a problem helped cause the problem. What are the odds? I also might need to go check on the dog. So that might be work as like a reason to go stand up and take a break for a second. She's been sulking a little bit today because I haven't been letting her outside to, you know, sunbathe as much as she usually enjoys doing so, because she slipped out into the front yard. So she's in trouble. She did a no-no, as, you know, dogs like to do. So she's been upstairs by herself for a while, probably waiting for me to go upstairs and let her outside, which I will have to do eventually so that she, you know, can take care of business. But I'll probably just throw up the BRB image that I still have lying around. It says something about getting food, which obviously I won't be getting food, but that, whatever. The point of it that would matter is the BRB. I need to make a default BRB thing. I mean, to be fair, I made that one in a bit of a rush. Just, you know, on one day while streaming, I needed to go grab food and stuff. I didn't have a BRB thing, so I just made it on stream. Rather similar to the concept of doing an overlay. I've never really thought much about doing stuff like getting custom transitions, start like a custom starting soon or BRB screen, stuff like that. I've never really put a lot of thought into it because my Twitch channel's always been very small. Even back when I streamed very regularly. So I just never really thought there was much point in putting that kind of money into it. And then somewhere along the way, it kind of became more, stream became more hobby territory than anything else. Whether or not that changes in the future, who knows? Probably not likely. It's not to sound like a depressing, self-deprecation, whatever. I'm just a bit more of a realist. And in some ways, I think that's actually for the best, because, man, there are definitely some downsides to being popular as a content creator. But there's ups and downs to everything. So I just try to be happy with what I've got, and if it improves, great. If it doesn't, well, I'll just try improving in other areas. Who knows, even the Clips channel might end up becoming bigger one day. I mean, the growth is slow, but steady. We're almost up to 1,400 subscribers. Obviously nowhere near monetization stuff, but that's alright. I don't know why I end up going on this topic every now and then. I don't even remember what train of thought got me here. I try not to joke about it too much because, you know, stuff like Alzheimer's and dementia is very serious and not something to joke about too much, but I really do think that I am going to have some major memory problems when I get older, because I already have memory problems right now. It is so easy for me to just forget certain things. Or just things in general. But if I ever make it to an old enough age and I don't have memory problems, I will be genuinely shocked. Then again, I might be genuinely shocked either way, because if I do have memory problems, I won't remember. But I hit the home key. Maybe I hit the home key and the end key at the same time. I fat fingered it. I don't know. That was weird. Okay, we're using this one for right now. This is for next month. The upside to the uniform editing that we have is that whichever one of these we end up keeping, it'll be very simple to just delete the one where we can get rid of, and then just move everything over, and it all keeps working. I need to take special care if we run into a problem this week where Premiere either crashes or we need to close it and reopen it. Because as I announced on Twitter yesterday, I finished sifting through the VODs that I talked about before needing to go through for an extra compilation for either this month or next month, depending on when I get it done. I got, I think, all of the footage. I might need a little bit more of stuff for building context before and after, like some specific context. I might need to grab some more footage, but for the most part I have the footage I need to make the compilation. So I opened up, I have the project in the works, and I don't want to spoil it. There will probably be some people who can guess. It's not like I'm trying that hard to hide it. If I were, I wouldn't be talking about it at all. But I want there to be a little, at least a little bit of an element of surprise. The editing might take a little while because I am planning on having it be a little beyond what I do with these. Mostly because it isn't quite as simple as just grabbing stuff off of Twitch and putting them together like this. I have to actually trim the footage, and since I had to capture the footage myself, then I have to trim it and then put it together in a reasonable way. Since it took place over several different VODs, I need to make sure I do it in like a good timeline order and other things like that. I might do subtitles, I'm not sure. I'm gonna try to do all of the other editing first and see how long that takes. And if I feel like I've got time, then I can do subtitles, or at least limited subtitles. But I mean, I already made it fairly clear that it's not a guaranteed video to come out this month. It might come out next month. So I'm not too worried about rushing it. I mean, we're already almost halfway through April, so ugh. And I'm in a position where I can't spend as much time at the computer as I would like, so I have to ration out what editing time I have. Oops. All right. Grab this like darker gray. Go for this one here. Basically trying to get like what's in here so it kind of looks like a fur pattern, since Kieran's supposed to be a red panda, so I'm trying to get like the fur pattern going for like the red panda aesthetic. Maybe go a little bit darker, the part that's in the shade, the part that's shadowed. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. Pops out a bit more. Oh, wait, hold on. Here we go. Want to make sure it goes into the right folder. I've run into that issue before. I'm actually gonna do something here, gonna get a little ahead of our schedule just to get this bit done while it's fresh on my mind. There we go. That way these two are copies of one another, so can readily just switch out whichever one we need. Now, fitting how we usually do this, we need to make 2 of these for Alana. Since Alana has her 2 main fire and ice appearances. So we're gonna go with... This will be the brighter flame. This will be... Let's go with that for now, and then probably change it later. Yeah, maybe. I don't know if I want to go fully into like this area here. Maybe this? No. Is this like a darker red kind of thing going here? There, that's better. But would it look even better if we did go, you know, here's a good way to test this. I think it's not that big of a deal. I think it works. We'll try going a little darker. Let's go this here. There, that's a good middle ground. That actually worked really well. Holy crap. That went so well. Well, maybe we can change the white a little bit. it's not solid white, but we could maybe change it to a little more like the light blue. I think that'll do. This one should be a bit easier. I'm going to use this bat as the primary, just because the bat has these little specks of lighter colors. Then we'll go with this part here, and yeah, I think that worked pretty well. Now we could try... All right. I try not to just say bat because there are other bat themed VTubers, so I don't want to run into a situation where I get confused with multiple textiles being called bat. So just put her full name for it. Makes it easier. We need... There we go. Get colors off of this. We could go off of the logo that's right here. That does make it a lot easier. I actually want to pull from her eyes for this just because there's a mixture of colors in here that I think works really well. So as the center, the inner stroke, and we'll just grab the hair for the outer stroke. Okay, that does not work as well as I was hoping. I do think this helps it stand out a little bit more, so we'll go with the darker color. that really? I'm gonna double check this and see if there really was Kieran in that title. It seems odd to me. I remember some of the Kieran ones didn't actually have a title. So there's a possibility that I added in my own title, and then in order for the clips to be better organized, I might have put Kieran's name in front of it just for alphabetical purposes on the auto file sorting while collecting the clips. It's always possible. It's how I usually organize my files for the VTuber clip stuff. Makes it easier to find and grab the clip that I want. Okay, this title is way too long. Holy crap. Good grief. One of the few, if ever, times I've had to do that. Criminy. I think the distance is about equal. Pretty sure there was a period there, right? Yeah, so I'm not crazy. I don't know why I deleted it. First time, but whatever. Alright, I'm going to take a break real quick. I'm gonna go check on the dog. Just walk around a little bit for, you know, reasons. So I'll put that up. Right back. All right. That turned out to be great timing to take a break. I had a package at the door. So that's cool. The box was a little beat up, but the item is fine. For anybody familiar with the Natural Habitat Shorts YouTube channel, very good YouTube channel. Hilarious videos. They came out with a little party game, a little card game, and I grabbed one of those. Like, I don't know if there are any still available. Oh look, a Viewbot dude. Anyway, I don't know how to pronounce your full name. So I'm just gonna say Warren. Did your messages show up on stream? Did the chat box catch your messages? Were you typing those while I was AFK, or? Because I genuinely want to know if you're still here. I want to know if the chat box is working, or if you might have typed those earlier and I didn't have the chat pulled up, so I missed it. Because if the chat box isn't working, crap. That's a lot of time and effort wasted. I guess I can go back and look at the VOD if you're not still here. But, yeah, I got the Natural Habitat Shorts card game thing, the Survival of the Weirdest. There were a limited amount available, and it looked like a lot of fun. I collect these kind of things. Me and my younger sister, we like to collect little card games and stuff every now and then. She has way more than I have, because I usually just buy them for her instead of myself. But every now, I've got a couple that I'll keep around. Anyway, I also let my dog outside, making sure that it was a situation where she would not slip out into the front yard and start wandering the neighborhood again. And then when I went back to check on her a little while later, she was outside, right by the door, just laying in the sun as she usually does. In what little sun is out there, because it's been kind of rainy, cloudy and rainy lately. And she's sitting in what little sun there is, shivering in the wind. Like there's enough wind for the wind chimes to be going off, and she's sitting there shivering like crazy. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you out here? If you're so cold, you're shivering. What? Dumb dog. So I had to get the dog to come inside. She I don't understand. She's so weird. But I turned up the heater a little bit. And she's inside on my bed now. But fun times with dogs, right? Anyway, that turned out to be a very productive BRB. I try to do BRB stuff as little as possible, especially since I don't stream all that much to begin with, or all that long either. I am getting a lot of texts from a group chat all of a sudden. Something happened in the family. Going to move this so the vibrations from the texts are not disrupting stream too much. Oh yeah. forgot what day it was. It's my brother's birthday. I am so bad at this. I forgot my older sister's birthday last week, and I forgot my younger brother's birthday this week. I forget what day of the month it is, let alone the day. I can barely keep track of the days of the week. It's so bad that there were some up for grabs muffins at work last night and last week, but they were still around last night. So I was like, hey, I might grab one. Cool. And then my brain went, wait a minute. I looked at the expiration date. The sell by date was for the 7th, and it was the 14th. So I just looked at it like, or the 13th. It might have been the 14th by then, because I was there late last night, so it might have been past midnight by the time I looked at it. But either way, I was like, you know, maybe I should not consume these week-old muffins. The fact that I had to actually look at my phone to double check what day it was. Man. Whoops. Oh, whoops, I forgot to grab. Wait. It's this one. Forgot what clip I was on. did check and see if they had a clip command. I didn't find one. I didn't see one, so they are actual just clips from streamer, VTuber themselves. So dog's making her little nest, so you can probably hear her jangling collar. All right. Okay, let's grab. The chat box does appear to be working. The problem is that it's not working as intended. Interesting. Another problem is that it appears to just be repeating the text in the chat every now and then, as is the usual problem. What an interesting dilemma. Interesting indeed. Well, hard to work with the YouTube side of things because it doesn't work the same way as the Twitch side. It's kind of a problem. It just keeps repeating the chat from YouTube over and over again. There, that should at least cover the YouTube side of things. I don't know why the YouTube and Twitch stuff are so incredibly different. Like, when it comes to chat from Twitch, what it will do is when you make adjustments in OBS, the Twitch chat will shrink to match it. It'll grow or shrink and just align itself to match it. Also, it's like tabbed over a bit to the right. Meanwhile, the YouTube chat is directly aligned with the left-hand side and does not tend to grow or shrink to match the OBS stuff as much. So it's just kind of... The main issue is that Twitch is tabbed over while YouTube isn't, so it's just kind of weird. I don't know why it does that, but whatever. Whatever. It's not something I can fix, so not something for me to worry about. Maybe I could fix it if I use the custom CSS stuff. I wonder. Could look into it at the very least. Hmm. I really feel like this month, some of this month's clips really exemplify the a post I made on Twitter a while ago talking about how clipping VTubers sometimes feels like walking through as a visitor of horny jail. And some of this month's clips really exemplify that. Ay, ay, ay. Usually if a clip is like that, it's from chat's side, but sometimes it's both the VTuber and chat, or just the VTuber. Well, no, it's also immediately chat if it's been clipped, so. Now this one is going to be tricky, because we can only do up to 5. Simply due to the nature of what's going on with this one. think to wrap up the stream, we'll do a brief little thing to kind of make that I can trim out and make a Twitter post using. All right. Let me just turn down the music a little bit. All right. Oh, stretching. Oh. Okay, so this month's batch of clip compilations comes with a possible change and expansion of how I do clips. Basically, this clip covers a specific section of the stream, but kind of misses parts of the whole moment, misses some context. So I figured I would grab the whole thing. It's longer than 60 seconds, so obviously it wouldn't have been able to be a regular Twitch clip. I have left it as the same name, clipped by the same person, but it's an extended version of the original just because it really felt that the clip was missing a lot of the general context and some other bits and pieces to it. So here's the query. Do I make this a regular thing? Obviously, it would be a bit limited. If a clip really feels like it's missing the proper context or the full moment that the clipper wanted to capture, or if there's a little bit at the beginning or a little bit at the end that's kind of cut off, do I extend, or should I keep it to just the clip from Twitch? So like just the Twitch clip or the extended clip. That's kind of the debate between the two. So I'm making this to ask for maybe some general opinions, see what people think. I am personally obviously leaning towards this one, otherwise I wouldn't have done it, but I want to see what other people think. All right, there we go. That's a bit from the VOD that I can cut out and put onto Twitter and see if people have opinions one way or the other. As per my usual engagement, I don't think I'll get much of a response to it, so it's kind of a whatever I want to do usually. But sometimes people do express their opinions on things, and I like to take that into account. But based on all of that, this is more or less where we end up leaving things. Not much left to do. But hey, I made it to almost 2 hours. That little break in between was phenomenal. It was really helped. Also the fact that I took a couple ibuprofen before I started stream, that helped too. But it is time to wrap things up. Oh right, I need to turn the music back up. There we go. Let's see. got a handful of people streaming today. Now there's one person I haven't rated in a long time. A long time is Kohi. Kohi is actually one of the VTubers who I've been debating. Oh, I think she got a new model. Holy crap, I missed a lot. Looks really good. I've been debating specifically selecting certain VTubers to add into next month's compilations, just because there are a few who have never landed on the wheel in a while. So I'm gonna look back if there's anybody who's been beyond like 5 months. I'm gonna just like pick them and put them in, because it's been a long time. The picker wheel is just not landing on them. So I'm just gonna do that, and every once in a while I'll do that. I really kind of want to make sure that a lot of the, if not all of the VTubers on the list eventually get into the rotation, you know? Alright. We are going to raid Kohi. Kohi is playing Cyberpunk. I have never played... I think I tried a demo of the game, but some of the content of it, I was really not a fan of, especially like the nudity and whatnot. Just not for me. But also, there's no way on earth my computer could ever handle it, and it ran like trash on console at the time. Yeah, her new model is amazing. Holy crap. But hey, hope y'all have fun over there. It's usually a fun time. Kohi is a very entertaining streamer, so have fun over there. Don't know what next week will be. We'll see. We'll find out. We'll see when we get there. But until then, I hope y'all have a good one, and I hope to see you all again another time. Bye-bye.